now that the foundation is down and we have a waiting period before the framers can get to us, I have work to do. So today, my task is to get the foundation sealed. And so I have just returned from my favorite place to do, Lowe's, so far. We're getting a Menards in this area pretty soon, so we'll see how it stacks up. I have been to a Menards in a different city and I did like it, but I've never had one in my hometown. So anyway, the task today is to get this foundation sealed, and we'll check in just a little bit. So I'm going to start by scraping off any residue left over from the mortar to get this foundation ready to coat. I've removed about 98% of the little hanging mortar. I'll call them mortar boogers. Mortar boogers. I've removed about 98% of them. To include, I went ahead and got on top of the foundation and I scraped off the excess mortar on top so that when the foundation, the framing guys get up here, they won't have to chisel away any excess. But not too bad. I'll get from this angle, look up through there. So what I'm talking about a mortar booger is, let's see, that right there. The goal was to remove as much of that as possible so that when I put on the sealant, I won't have to contend with it. But now be aware that I'm only mainly concerned with 24 inches up from the base. I'm not really concerned about all the way to the top. That was just for my own OCD. So, well, I took a break from the mortar booger scraping, and I thought I would just take a little walk around the property. I am standing in the very back corner of the 6 acres. And this, I mean, talking the very back corner right there. So I'm so far to the back that I'm looking up and I see actually, this is the closest, clearest view I have of the neighbor's house to the left of us. And so, still private. All of the times we've been over here, I've never seen much or any activity over there. So I'm not too concerned. But back here I was looking, and this is actually not too big of a task, and I will have that cleaned up pretty quick after we get settled over here. You know, we had a house back in 2005 here in the same area, and there was about a ½ acre of it that was so thick you couldn't even walk. So there was so much overgrowth you couldn't even walk. And I cleaned that all out, and this was before the whole, you know, YouTube and Facebook days, before everybody filmed everything they did, you know. But I cleaned all that out with a machete and a rake. And by the time I got finished with that, you could cut it with a lawnmower, and it looked really beautiful. And I wish I'd almost give anything if I had some footage of that to share, because it was really quite an amazing turnaround from the way it looked. But so also I noticed we have some more water depth. We've had some rain over the past few days, and the pond is at a great level in my opinion right now. I had a cinder block turned up on its side down there, and just, you know, in order to be able to mark the depth of when it did rain. And so cinder blocks, I think about 16 inches in length. So I stood up on its end, and I can no longer see it. So I know that the pond is at least 16 inches higher than it was. Might as well go ahead and add another couple inches, because the water was about that much lower than the cinder block in the first place. So good depth. And man, I'm just really falling in love with this property. The rolling terrain, the peace. If we have nobody to the rear of us, I mean, there is just acre upon acre upon acre of vacant farm property back there. So I'm kind of liking that. And yeah, I like this place. But I'm gonna walk back up here to the foundation and give it another look. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do anything as far as coating it today, because I'm not supposed to put it on wet surfaces, but I'm thinking, I'm not sure if that's dry enough. I don't know. What do you think? But really, by the time you see this video and comment, the house will probably be built. So anyway, I'm gonna make that decision. I think I might go ahead and do it.